This is a cat. And the other thing is about 7,000 feet of drip tape. We're going to use it to set up the irrigation on the farm. And this box has everything else we're going to need. We've got a lot of drip lines to make, and these spools of drip tape can be a real pain to work with. I used this ladder and this long metal rod I had laying around to make a rolling machine. I honestly don't even know what this is, so maybe someone in the comments can help us out with that. But I do know that this spool weighs about 70 pounds, so if you're going to be doing it this way, you're going to need to find something pretty sturdy. You should also make sure that whatever you use allows the spool to spin freely. At the end of each row, I have to put one of these drip fittings on the end of the drip tape. It's got a ring so that I can pin it down, which is pretty important for making sure that they stay in one place. And these are the fittings that go directly into our main line. I paid a few extra cents for ones that can turn on and off, so that I can have control over which lines are active. Then I stick it onto the drip tape after cutting it with my knife. Both of these fittings screw into place on the drip tape so that when the water starts running, the pressure doesn't pop them off. For our main line, we're using 1/2-inch poly tubing. Because our drip tape requires very little pressure to flow, and because we pre-measured the exact amount of line needed, the small diameter of this 1/2-inch poly won't interfere with the water. If you're not fluent in physics, what the average gardener needs to know is that the longer and thinner your pipe is, the lower the flow rate will be. Each block of the farm has 7 rows, and each row is going to need 3 lines of drip tape. That's a whole lot of work for one person. But luckily I've got some help. Careful, please. It's very sharp. With these 3 fittings, we're going to attach our main water line to a regular garden hose. And because we're working with water and threaded inserts, we're going to need some plumber's tape too. From left to right, we've got a fine mesh filter, a 25 psi pressure regulator, And finally, an adapter that has a threaded 3/4 inch insert on one side and a barbed outlet on the other side for attaching our 1/2 inch irrigation line. If you've been watching this channel for any amount of time, you probably know that I'm obsessed with straight lines, but you might have missed that I'm pretty anal about measuring things too. Before I connect the drip tape to the main line, I'm gonna make sure that they're evenly spaced first. Then I make some openings with my hole punch and pop them right in. This is the compost I got from one of the organic suppliers in my area. It's mostly wood chips, and it's only partially broken down. It was pretty cheap, and it kinda shows. Compared to the stuff we learned how to make in my compost video, the difference is like night and day. What do you guys think? Can you tell the difference between their compost and ours?